So, episode 2, huh? I feel energetic. I feel ready, I can do anything right now. They really have to give us something to do. That's what our professor says. Anxiety, the fear of failure, and pressure that keeps me up at night. That's in my nightmares. Really worrying about the people that I'm afraid to let down. And that affects my relationship. With not just one person, but with everyone. Because that's the type of person I am for you guys. He's always gonna give you his 100%. And if he fails at that, it crushes him. It really does crush me on the inside. With great power comes great responsibility, Ever done the whole thing with the egg on your head? University of Texas at Austin. UT, baby. And do I blame Arch for all the problems we have? No. Oh, a little fake. Oh, it's an Arch. Who comes to a place like this? The reverse to the quarterback is that's crazy. Cowboys versus the Eagles. This is the blatant word. I feel like Turpin's gonna do something. He's ready. He's he wants it. He's gonna go get it. That's why as a football player, even when you get beat, keep moving your feet. Because you may never know. Right there. Comebacks are done when people have the mentality that they're going to come out there and they are going to be the winner by the end of the game, And you're going to win. And anything that stands in your way will fade away. Fade away and you will be victorious. Welcome back to the Real Talk with Miggy podcast. This is your favorite podcast where we talk about anything and everything. And most importantly, we keep things real. Sorry for the sounding of a little bit of mucus throughout this episode. Because over this past week, I did get sick. But I went to the doctor, got my checkup, got my shots. So, I'm doing better now. I'm on medication. But I'm sucking it up because I love you guys so much. The first episode was a success, and I'm glad to be making the second one. I'm just a little sad because I couldn't get a guest for the second episode. Hopefully by the third or fourth, I can get a guest. It's just, I really do try my best on Instagram to promote this, but sometimes you guys gotta let me know because I'm a busy guy too, and luckily it's Thanksgiving break, so I'm recording this video of the podcast during the week and not on the weekend. But usually during school, it's going to be on the weekend where we do recordings for the next episode. So Saturdays, usually post the episode and record the next week's episode. So, just, let me know and I'll get you on the podcast. But, how you guys doing, This week's been, all right. Besides getting sick, the rest has been amazing. I feel energetic. I feel ready. I can do anything right now. The really sucky part, I will say, is homework. I hate the fact that I'm taking college classes alongside high school classes because it's they have to give us something to do. That's what our professor says. That under STC, which is the college I'm doing to get my associates, we have to get work during the break week, so it's kind of sucks. But the good thing about SCC is that if they give us that week, we only got 2 more weeks of college, and that's pretty much it. And then the rest is high school, which is pretty exciting, And so, yeah. But to get started, this episode's topic is really going to be talking about anxiety, anxiety, the fear of failure, and pressure, because all this week it's a reflection. It allows me to think and, really be in my thoughts. And so the one thing that scares me, the one thing that keeps me up at night, that's in my nightmares, is the fear of failure. The fear of failure to let people down. I'm consistently worrying about the people that I'm afraid to let down. And that affects my relationship. With not just one person, but with everyone. It affects my relationship with everyone because I'm going to do everything in my power not to let them down. Either if it's to please them, satisfy them, to do anything in my power. And some people say, well, Miggy, you're not doing yourself a justice. You're constantly trying to make people give you their approval, I'm like, yeah, it's their approval, but I just can't let them down. I always have to follow through. I always have to deliver, because that's the type of person I am. I always have to deliver, because if I make a promise, I have to fall back through on that promise. Even if they don't, I have to. That's my code of honor. You know, like this episode, like I got sick and I was thinking, well, maybe I should have recorded the second episode, but I'm like, Miggy, you promised. And one of my friends DM'd me and he told me, he said, oh, so you're starting a podcast, huh? He said, I expect an episode every week. And I said, okay, bet. I promise you that. So if he expects an episode every week, then I'm going to deliver, because that's the type of person I am for you guys. This podcast is to show the real me. And the real me follows through no matter what. He's always going to give you his 100%. And if he fails at that, it crushes him. It really does crush me on the inside. It keeps me up. It worries me. It scares me. You know, that's a fear I have. And so that contributes to the anxiety, because sometimes it feels like a lot. I do a lot of things, you know, and I had deadlines for assignments. I recently got cast in the play, which is the Little Shop of Horrors, you know, learning lines. And then, you know, the other thing is my drama teachers, you know, they added to, like, this is what I learned, like in an objective. An objective is what you have to do in the scene. So now in part of learning the lines, learning the music, I have to learn what the objective of my character is, which is the planet Audrey 2. So you guys do your research and watch Little Shop of Horrors so you guys can see his next month. Well, not next month, it's December. 2 months from now in January for the new year. And, you know, so that's another thing to add on top of that. And so, and I'm going to start off wrestling and powerlifting. So that adds more to the schedule. So I wish I could just focus on the things I wanted to focus on, but that's not the way life works. You have to do things you have to serve your responsibilities. You have to. But it's like that quote from Spider-Man, you know, with great power comes great responsibility, you know. That's why I like Peter Parker, because Spider-Man is not only my favorite superhero because he's cool. Peter Parker is the most relatable person I know, fictional-wise, at the moment, because Peter has to go through a lot, juggle a lot of responsibility, and still do that on a day in and day out basis. And he's a superhero. You know, his pressures means he affects lives. If he doesn't do anything about it, people might die. And Peter lives with that pressure, and he has to take care of other things. Like when he was in high school, he had to take care of his aunt, who was struggling to pay the bills. That's why he did pictures. And even though Jonah would even pay him a good amount, and is struggling with relationships with Mary Jane, Gwen, it's a lot for a kid to handle, you know. That's why I relate to Peter, because Peter, he reminds me of myself. We all have people in our lives that we identify with, either they're fictional characters, real life people, you know. That's why TV is powerful in film, because film is powerful because characters that are written are based off of real life people, and the amalgamation of those characteristics go into that character. And so we relate and we find that niche in that character, you know. But, you know, I'm just scared. Like, the future's scary, guys. You know, I just got through a full semester of my senior year. It wasn't the best semester, I will say, because it's like, it was so iffy. But, you know, hopefully, coming back to the second semester, there's gonna be hope on the other side. That the positives of the second semester outweigh the negatives of the first. But even so, it's still quite scary, you know? Man, I got a drink. I'm thirsty here. Yeah, the thing about being sick is you get very dehydrated and you sweat a lot too. But that's how, once I started like sweating a lot more when I was sleeping, the better I felt. But when I didn't, I get like these cold shivers that kept me up at night. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like, you viewers probably understand, like, when you're sleeping, you're like, like, that's when you know you're feeling the sickness in your body resonating. When you sweat, that means the sickness is leaving the body, you know? But just leave a like or leave a suggestion. Like, what do you guys do to take care of yourselves when you're sick? Because we probably, some of my viewers come from Mexican families, and you got these Mexican grandmas or moms doing all like their their Mexican medicines, but they have their own like like rituals. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So yeah, it's getting hot here, under the studio lights and wearing the blazer. It kind of builds up a lot of heat. Hey guys, quick question though. Should I buy a recording symbol for the room? Because I really don't. I would say I have privacy in the house, but I don't. And I need to let my family know that when I'm recording, and I don't like to be bothered, because I like to talk. Luckily I can crop this out. Luckily this is pre-recording, but still, but anyways, getting back to the topic, so yeah, getting sick is not a fun thing, guys. I'm telling you. Getting on topic again. Anyways, so yeah, Mexican moms, grandmas, they have their ways with medicine, very strange ways. But surprisingly, some of them work. Like, have you guys ever done like the whole thing with the egg on your head? Like, I did that, and it was crazy too, because I was at my grandma's and I just had a very bad headache, and it just came out of nowhere. Like, I don't know who or what it was. It just came out of nowhere. So my grandma gets an egg. She puts it around my head. It's like this, and once it's done, I get some aspirin. I fall asleep. They crack the egg. They put it in the glass jar. And you could see all like the negative energy in there, and it was crazy. I was like, wow. And I didn't even know an egg could do that. So I'm like, I low-key need to do my research on that and see what type of phenomenon that is. But other than that, it's crazy. But and then on the sports side of things, this weekend was actually pretty crazy. I will say, because first let's start off with the University of Texas at Austin, UT baby. But they went against Arkansas. That was a crazy game. It was a crazy game. Like, I will say, Arch was going off because, let's see the stats. Let's pull up the stats. Let's pull up the stats for the Longhorn game. It was 52-37. That is crazy, though. Like, honestly. Let's pull out the highlights.
Texas bounced back.
It's the answer. Underway here in Austin.
Washington will take it, and look at Mike Washington.
Damn, that's crazy.
Mike Washington finally.
And Texas is trying to bounce back from their loss against Georgia, which is a horrible hit in the start season era. But they're trying to come up against Saline.
Third nine.
Chasing him. Drill.
Escapes him, turns the corner.
See, their defense is pretty good. I will say the positive from their team, like from the start this season, is their defense. Offensively, things were slow, but hey, you got a quarterback that's fully starting at the helm. And do I blame Arch for all the problems we have? No. Do I think Arch is Arch is where you should be, like from the hype? No, because to be honest, I'm a realistic player, and he's getting there.
And
this game was one of those.
Mosley has
The
been
real test on Friday.
to this team.
CJ Baxter there, his backup. Both of these guys will get run.
Manning being pressured, steps up in the pocket, goes downfield, and it's a touchdown to DeAndre.
See, I like more. See, I love the two receivers that are emerging too. It's Moore and what's his name? Moore Wingo. I love it. Like, oh, it's so beautiful. He was under a lot of pressure too on that play. You notice there's like hella defensive linemen in his face. It's crazy. Like, he lived by the bits. You know? Hey, but then again, the secondary at the beginning, like, it was scary.
Field is flat.
What team is it? Oh, that's your guess. Oh, that's your guess. Oh.
Is in concussion protocol. Ronnie Hill spiked the fever. Tailwind. That's exactly what he can do when he catches a seam. First down hard.
Strikes it well again.
So you got yourself a close game.
And he strikes
it. It was better than the first quarter, you know.
And Arkansas responds.
See, I'll tell you, Wingo's a dog. Like, you know,
Wingo just gets a little.
Texas always has a good tendency for their receiver.
First down. Not on the field right now. Third down and 5. 5 straight completions to open the game as Emmett Mosley continues to impress as the season goes along. Third and 4 for Manning.
I don't know what is it in the game, but like I have a fascination with like college tight end. Especially when I play NCAA. College tight ends are just my favorite tight ends to throw to. Or wherever. Oh, a little fake. Oh, it's an arch.
Here goes the trick play.
Oh man, you love to see it. You love to see it. And the thing is, I was sick. I guess that I'll just play the first time. So I went back to watch the highlights when it came out, like the next day. And just seeing that play was like, Shark is a good offensive coach. It's like, who comes with plays like this? The reverse to the quarterback is like, that's crazy.
Well, you see Story there, number 10. He realized a little bit too late. Let the quarterback get behind.
Man, Arch is a fun player to watch. Arch is such a fun player. When he's good. When he's playing like crap, it's yeah, it's alright.
Nice little job of Arch.
Right there, it's nothing. It's first you in the SEC.
On the year. Number 2 in the SEC.
But once the defense picks up, it's hard to come back.
And he is able to get it.
And then you're only going to see that the shake training is starting footing now. But they're really, oh, damn.
It's been a good week of practice.
See, that's the beauty of football. Like, you know, you can get one and they get one back. And tap back and right back. That's the point. Hey, but that was a good block from the receiver, though. That was a great reach block. Because if he sheds off the block, he's gonna make the tackle and he's not gonna get that touchdown. Big run, but not a touchdown. But hey, you know, game's tight, so let's see.
Last 2 games, they've got a new starting 5. That's really made a big difference.
You know, when the wrong play.
The corner and for extra yardage. Look at the fight out of Brian Wingo framed up against Kenai Walker.
See, it's easy. People are like, oh, Arch ain't good. Arch can't throw the ball. Arch ain't good. I'm telling you, that man connects. No, he's going to stop him.
Downfield. Wide open is Livingston. A touchdown catch for the guy who threw a touchdown pass. Parker Livingston.
That's like under so much pressure. All does a good job. Before you're not.
But at the top of the route, you're going to see this player is
Sharp takes it.
This defense plays with intensive.
It's LSU. He has 6 yards on the season. He is now
Green goes over the middle to first down to Sharp, and Sharp takes it past midfield. Last week against
just like the indictment,
6 yards on the season, and he is now the running back. Green on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, Rohan Jones was left wide open.
Nah,
Will foul is chasing Taylor Green.
Decision now.
Because Texas is just scoring touchdowns.
Well, foul was chasing Taylor
See,
Green.
And a big decision now for Bobby Petrino because Texas is just scoring.
let me pause there real quick. One of the greatest fear of any player is to get a flag thrown out on them and have their name called on the field. That is one of the worst feelings you get as a football player. You guys cannot lie to me. I was an offensive lineman, and to this day, I am scared to trip off sides. It's because my sophomore year, I was on varsity, but I wasn't a full-time starter yet. But even so, it was like, even when I got caught up and it was student district, I was too excited. I was like anxious, cause I get anxious on the line. Now you can don't do that. Don't say shift or stem because no. But anyways, so I would move a lot, and my head coach would rip the living crap out of me, and so would my position coach. And so my dad and my position coach, which is also my wrestling coach, so during the off season, my dad would say, "Shift, move, step." So they would do this. They would do that consistently in my ear to annoy me, to tease me, and to get into my head. But eventually, after a while, I just got used to it. I'm like, whatever. Like, I just shrug it off. Like, have you seen that one clip of Kobe Bryant when they throw the ball on his face? Like, think of that one clip, and you're gonna be like, damn. And that was basically me. Like, I developed that mental sharpness, and so going into the next season, not so much false starts. But the other thing that did help was the fact that I would lower my stance even lower than the average. Like, it wouldn't be up right here, it would be super low. Because I trust myself in the explosive, like to get off on the catch step or the run block, because I knew like I was gonna get off. Like, even if I was at a lower center of gravity, I knew I was gonna push off. So, that's a fun little story. Anyways, let's get back to the video.
And it is defensive holding.
And like Miles Wilkins last year. Kind of built that Miles Wilkins.
Weaves his way into the
Yeah, but it's probably number 10 that getting Miles Wilkins on quarterback. Down my hair.
It's that kind of game we have here in Boston.
This year. And it's that kind of game we have here in
It was a close game until it wasn't. And we're going to go into the half because there's another game that I want to talk about that happened on Sunday.
Just back and forth.
Yeah, probably the content I want to talk about.
Man, that was close.
That's not what I'm saying.
And DeAndre Moore's going to field it and take it out from there.
There's one Billy Mike. See, that's the one thing that gets me mad about special teams is the fact that it can bounce in the end zone, you can let it touch back,
Get it off, and at this point,
and then literally
Texas
let it bounce. No, you got
get some extra real estate.
8-yard line. Oh, that's batted back into
See?
the end zone, and Smart.
And that's the thing. Special teams affects the play of the game. It's like,
who was right in the face
if your special team is not good,
Really knocks this thing
you're gonna
down.
have
It's
problems.
probably
You're really gonna have problems because it sets up the field position to be not an excuse for the new score or for the team to score. Like right here should have been a really bad play for Texas.
Lost 50 pounds at a bit of a body transformation.
So luckily Arch stayed.
3rd and 10. Arch. A yard into the zone. Wants another deep shot, and it's complete.
I know.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 23.
They got the rest on that.
Automatic first down.
Yeah. Alright, see.
3rd and 8. They back off, and yet still go.
Arch really knows how to shoot his feet. Right there. Boom.
Gets it complete to Wingo.
Yeah.
Big play between Arch Manning and Ryan Wingo for first down Texas. Of having a gap here where he works at FedEx. And he adds the 44-yard
field goal. And that is up to the half. The game keeps on getting better from there. But due to the time constraints, and I don't want to waste everyone's time, we're going to move on to the next game. which is the Cowboys versus the Eagles. That was a very fun game. Well, okay, beginning, it was kind of iffy. Like, I will say, it was the most iffiest game of all time as a Cowboys fan. I literally left the room, but I'll get to that in a bit. But it was an insane comeback, I will say.
This is ability to rise the
Pressure, real quick throw. That's
George Pickens.
And the thing is, the Eagles, people had the Eagles favored to win, but I believe the Cowboys were going to get it done. I just didn't expect it to get it done in the way they did, Like, when they were down, I was like, this is going to be hard to come back from. But, where there's a will, there's a way, and you're going to make it done. And, guys, please don't get mad at my teams. If you guys want me to review other teams and to look at their highlights, feel free to let it know. I'm a sports analyst. I love sports. And if you want me to listen to any hot takes from any other podcasts, such as or other sports shows such as Stephen A. Smith's talk show, or any others, please let me know. So let's get back to it.
Prescott.
And that's playing a beautiful ball, but
throwing it again. Protected. Why not AJ Brown again? He makes his second touch.
AJ Brown was actually scaring me. He was getting some good receptions. That's a big one. Saquon too. See, Saquon on the Eagles is the most biggest cheat code of all time. I'm so mad that they have him, but what can I do? See, that's what I was saying. When AJ Brown did that, I was like, we're gonna have ourselves a hard game. Our secondary is iffy. They're good, but they're iffy.
AJ Brown on
it's
just enough touch to throw the ball over the top of Overshown. An easy one down on the board.
Third 6. 4-man rush. Prescott stepping into it. Deep, looking for CD Lamb over the wrong shoulder. A little miscommunication there. Lamb went left, Rowe went right. And a punting situation now for the Cowboys.
See, it was hard to get some close up on the board. And they just kept on doing it. Right there, catch.
Well short of getting where he had to go.
You're a stupid play right here. You can't tell me you didn't tip it.
There's a penalty flag too.
I feel like he tipped it there, but the ref see what the ref see,
Apparently what happened here. Let's watch. That's when coming off the right side is going for the ball, and it's thought he had it.
Once that plant left
leg for punter is taken out,
personal foul.
That's personal foul.
No matter what it looks like, it's the right call.
It's the right call.
I don't know if he didn't think he could get it. He lays out.
If I was a coach, I would work a drill where you're rushing hard, but you're teaching yourself body control.
4-man rush. Hurts. Over the middle. AJ Brown.
That's one of the game killers. You get a big defensive stop and then you hit a punter and it's See? AJ Brown was scaring me, bro. I couldn't handle it. No story.
Try to run it, Barkley makes a great move. Can he get to the edge?
See, Saquon's doing what Saquon did Boston was
Hurts does not run. Upper middle, he goes. He's in. Touchdown.
See, and that's what I was it's better than the first quarter, and now they had 2 good consecutive drives.
Both linebackers
what can we do?
have a chance.
I don't like Jalen Hurts. I do not like Jalen Hurts whatsoever. Dak's a quarterback. Dak's way better than that. I promise you. Dak is way better than that. Oh yeah, look at Williams.
Into Eagles territory. Huge series.
Devontae Williams on the Cowboys were the biggest surprise of the year. Good for him.
Firing is caught over the middle for a first down. The ball comes loose.
No, that's not a fumble.
No, it's still loose. And now the Eagles have it. It felt like 17 different players touch it, but Philadelphia.
Yeah, so this one wasn't a fumble, but
bring that juice. See if you can get a little momentum going your way.
Devontae Turpin.
That's a fumble.
That is on the floor and picked up by Zach Bond. This time
See, that's when I was getting hopeful to the game. I was like, well, it's not looking good for us. And the thing is, if the play worked, I feel like Turpin's gonna do something like they're like, why are you putting in ace? Like Turpin is not the biggest guy into that running back position. So you understand that this offensive line is pretty good in run blocking. So if he gets an open hole, I mean, he's gonna take it.
Wide open as a first.
You gotta hit the right block.
Midfield for Saquon Barkley.
Force Aaron throws.
Eagles need to get to the 40. Hurts loading up, going down. Devontae Smith gets it. Oh, Devontae Smith. 41 yards to Devontae Smith. They flip it to Smith here. Gets the block. Devontae Smith is short. He's going to have a first down inside the wall. Got stopped a few times last week. Here they're on the half line.
This is so much. I want the NFL badly.
Touchdown.
It's too overpowered. It's just
He's done such a good job in this run game.
That means you have to stop the Eagles like before like a third and 5 situation. It can't be 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2, or 3rd and 1. Because they're going to do stupid tissues.
First down as Ferguson makes the catch.
Be more effective and more efficient with what their responsibilities are.
Third down, it's caught.
Pickens honestly, like, I love George Pickens. I mean, him on the Cowboys is like the most best thing you can get. Him and CD Lamb are $2 in the fight. Like, second by second. Ferguson too. Oh, nice run. Like, he's like, he wants it. He's gonna go get it. He's gonna go get it, you know?
Prescott. Looking. Rolling traffic is intercepted. Reed Blankenship.
See? This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This is what I was like, bro, what was going on?
Just kind of a little tug on the jersey, but not enough to get a call.
And that's what I was losing faith in the game. I was like, great.
Not sure what he was looking at. Two green jerseys
undercutting that. We're always going to do that on the ball.
Cowboys send 4. Stunts picked up. Hurts throwing deep. It is knocked away. Intended for Devontae.
See, this is where the defense was starting to wake up. I was like, oh, it's going to be good.
Cowboys are going to get back. See what they got. Prescott.
And all the Cowboys need to do before they hassle those was try to get some points.
Turpin makes a catch. Oh, and a good move.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the speed.
Turpin's a fast.
Put yourself back on.
Maybe not the heaviest dude, but he's a fast dude. Yeah, I want to use a transfer.
There's Lamb.
Can you buy this for us?
CD Lamb, good catch and run.
But I love with Brandon Aubrey in the backfield, like you can even fill the runs anytime.
Prescott. Looking end zone, throwing. Ferguson up and it's first and goal. 38 seconds in this.
Say what you will about Dak, but he's playing some good balls.
Prescott looking to throw.
Oh, to Pickens.
Down, Pickens.
Great hands catching, and this actually a run play. Pickens uses his kind of twitchiness in the line of scrimmage to beat the line.
All right, now he's starting second.
4-man rush.
That's crazy. The Eagles don't score another point for the rest of the game. Like, it's so stupid. Like, you do not score another point for the rest of the game.
Hurts. It's incomplete. That one got stale because Hurts got.
But it's because we have two big boys on the inside that beat Trevor Sawyer.
Much more back to just keeping these rushing passers.
His offensive line was good. Gary Jones did a good job using the first round picks to build offensive line. Like that, Jerry did a really good job. Now with the draft, now he's had to substitute some defensive players. Another edge rusher, linebacker, secondary. But that was really going to build a defense there. I'm real scared of. Oh, Another big run. Oh, wait, never mind. That's James. It's because he's 43 and he's 33, so it's going to fit each.
By Lamb. A CD Lamb.
Oh, my favorite kicker in the league. Oh, I think this is the one. Yeah, this is the one. Nothing real.
51.
60.
Oh, he missed it. Only this.
I hate when Aubrey misses because, like, Aubrey's like such an accurate kicker.
Human at a 51-yard field goal.
I feel like,
And the Eagles.
I just feel like it just hurt. Like, that's just me now. But look at all of the Eagles fans at the game.
Tighten up the
Really?
coverage.
Some dude.
Some tight window throws. He didn't get him off the field on third down.
Take another rise. Maybe a run. Getting chased from Clowney. He chases him down.
I really like this offense stuff.
Williams breaking tackles. Devontae Williams. Another first down for him. 12 yards on the run.
I feel like we're running out the contact
Movement.
later.
I don't see a flag. Third down. Prescott got a look. CD Lamb.
Oh, that. They didn't even need to throw the flag.
So let's see what the call is. Eagles.
And that's against Cooper DeJean because the CD's way better than Cooper DeJean.
First and goal, Dallas. Prescott rolls.
Right here. Back. I don't even know who the heck that is. He came off the bench.
Designed for the running back.
Yeah, it is.
But he runs into
But look, he gets knocked down, but he keeps moving his feet and Dak finds somebody. Boom, touchdown. That's why as a football player, even when you get beat, keep moving your feet because you may never know.
14 Eagles
right there.
In this third quarter. In the last 5 drives, they've got 42.
Never stop moving your feet. That's the biggest sin you can commit on the field. Because the play is not over until the whistle blows. So, yeah, it's an excellent job on the defense.
Quick hitter, the guy that takes the tackle. First down for the Eagles. Bottom of your screen. Hurts looking that way.
Second is for the team.
Connection and a good run from Brown. In Cowboys territory.
See, the secondary needs help. Outside linebacker, I don't know. Defense just needs.
Caught, but short of a first down. Well, down with
Right there, that was a different game. That was a different game. Wilson, he's wearing freaking animation. And they're trying to make a field goal in it. It doesn't go in, you know?
Prescott. Has some time. Loaded. Oh, come on!
There's Pickens in the shot. Oh my god. Dog, I swear. Like, nice effort on DeJean's part, but still, it's like.
Brown's trying to come over to help, but he's late and
Prescott.
Nah, this is my favorite play in the game.
Gets a block.
Got it. See, Dak using his. That was like the first time Dak used his legs successfully for a touchdown. Like, that's the Dak I love to see. The clean pocket. Oh, nobody's open? Alright, bet. Then Ferguson with the block was good. Like, he's like, oh, shoot, Dak's rolling. He's like, okay, I'll stay on him. And he does. Like, he gives him that time.
A.J. Brown breaks the tackle. A.J. Brown in the Cowboys.
See, A.J. Brown, like, the Eagles have a lot. They have running back, receivers, and quarterback. Like, a lot going for them.
Does. Jalen Hurts. What a play that was. Boy, it looked like he was going to be.
What a close game. It's a crazy comeback.
Second and long. Hurts. Can't find it. He flips the Barkley.
Oh, it was box games.
Cowboys recover.
He forces the fumble. So that's beautiful textbook to come back from the hand and boom, punch it out.
Set the screen to Hunter Lipke. Long way to go. Has a block out there. He's going to be well short. He's tackle to the 40 by Sidney Brown. Another beauty.
Oh, he's in there for it. See, he's getting blocked, you know.
He gets a good block.
It's not going anywhere. Oh, another fumble.
Boys recovered it. Trent Singh, I think, got it.
It's a beautiful play.
Clark and Bill coming over. biting the ball. All that force knocks it out, and he's like, can you believe this? All these years. I'm trying to get, look at that.
See, he gets knocked down, but like I said, never stop moving your feet. Ever. Yeah, you go after the ball, you chase it, and because you can make plays like that. Anything is possible on any given Sunday. Never count yourself out in the game of football, or any game. Don't count yourself out, because you can make an impact and you can change the momentum of the game. That is your mentality, anytime and anywhere. You know, regardless of what the sport or job is, you never count yourself out. You hear me?
Ferguson doesn't know it's incomplete. It doesn't matter. The Eagles take over.
The fact that it's not
Hurts. Far side of the field. A.J. Brown makes an excellent catch. Cowboys rush 4. Hurts.
Here comes the sack. Ziggy Zula. That was a clutch one.
3rd and 2. Prescott.
And the thing is, the Cowboys just need to get to field goal range.
First down in the Eagles.
They're in field goal range.
They're already in field goal range.
Yeah.
Blitz coming. Prescott over the middle. It is caught inside. George Pickens.
I was really hoping Pickens would end the game off as a touchdown. If it's with a Brandon Aubrey kick, I'll take that in the game.
Up and he's got it. The Cowboys win.
The defending world champions. Who better than
Such
that?
I love Brandon Aubrey. Jerry Jones, re-sign that man, get him his money. Get Aubrey his money. If any other team has him, I'm going to crash out. I will ride or die with Brandon Aubrey, bro. He's going to retire at Cowboys. He's going to be with us for like 20 to 30 years, bro. I swear, if we can't maintain a kicker, I'm actually going to crash out.
Cowboys in a thriller.
Unless they get like 3 first-round picks.
Over the walk-off field goal. And they beat the Eagles to keep their playoff hopes alive. The OT presented by Ford.
It's beautiful, you know. See, and that's the thing, like, never count yourself out. Like, if you guys think it's over, trust me, it is not over. You know, comebacks are done when people had the mentality that they're going to come out there and they are going to be the winner by the end of the game, you know? You know, never, you know? And a lot of people, like, some people get down on their hopes and like, oh, we're not going to win. Like, get your head up. You put those pads on for a reason. You don't put them on just to look all pretty. Football is not a pretty sport. It is not. It's an ugly, mean, aggressive sport. And the one that requires the mentality to go out there and just win, you know? And so, you know, that's just one of the things. And so never count yourself out, because games can be determined if you're going to say, I'm that guy and I'm going to get it done. You know, if I was an offensive lineman and I was a skill player, oh my God, like my mentality would be crazy. Like, I'll put you down on straps or I won't get burnt. I'm going to stay on you. I'm going to be a net on you all game. Or I'm not going to make sure that you're going to run the ball outside on me. I'm going to make sure I'm going to fill that hole and take you out. Or same thing for being a receiver or a tight end. I'm going to get open. I'm going to burn them. I'm going to stay on my block. I'm going to make sure my running back has time to get up further on the field. You know? And as an offensive lineman, protect. Block, get that pancake, protect. Do your job. You do that right, you're going to win yourself a game. Football's a beautiful sport, guys. It's a beautiful sport, but it comes down to you playing like a team. If you play like a team, I guarantee you are going to win. And that's the message I want you to take away from this episode. That if you play like a team, you're going to win. Your bottom line, you're going to win. And anything that stands in your way will fade away. Fade away, and you will be victorious. And so, you know, that's today's, you know, podcast. You know, we got a little bit of a real talk at the beginning. You know, talk a little bit about sickness. And then we got to the nitty-gritty with the two of my favorite football teams. And with the message at the end. So, I just wanted to conclude this episode And I just wanted to say I love each and every single one of y'all. And please, if you guys want to be featured in the next episode, let me know. I will get you here ASAP. And I just wanted to end off the episode with a God loves you, God bless you, and remember to keep things real. Miggy out.